Hello, I'm Annie Musu, a certified EFT tapping master practitioner. I help women build confidence, set boundaries, and enjoy healthy relationships. Welcome to my podcast, Hush Your Mind, building a better relationship with yourself. On this show, I offer practical wisdom to help you clear fears, limiting beliefs, and trauma so that you can gracefully create a life you love. Welcome to episode number 39 of my podcast, Hush Your Mind, building a better relationship with yourself. One of the biggest challenges when we want to overcome people-pleasing is releasing our self-doubt and embracing our deepest desires. I see it all the time as I work with clients. For example, they say, I want to stand up for myself, but I'm worried about looking selfish. I'm creating an easy and abundant life, but my friends get jealous. I'm working hard to create my business, but my family doesn't support me. It's not easy to honor our truth, especially if we grew up in a family that often dismissed our needs and wants. In our career or business, we might end up taking a different route for a while. This route might not resonate with us, but it seems like a more sensible way to make money and thrive. Yet as the days crawl by, we feel deep down that something else is clamoring for our attention. This heaviness that threatens to keep haunting us pushes us toward our wake-up call. More creativity, more joy, that thing that lights up our soul. We come upon a crossroads. Either we take the same route and risk losing our spirit, or we choose the new route and possibly fail while pursuing what makes our heart hum. Today, I'm so pleased to have Alyssa on my podcast for a live EFT tapping session to release self-doubt about her career and success. In this session, we identify and release the different fears associated with success, like her family's doubt and her own self-doubt about her career, fear of not finding her stride in business and stagnating, and feelings of inadequacy about helping others. You'll want to watch or listen until the end for Alyssa's breakthroughs. It's surprising how quickly EFT helps us shed what doesn't serve us so that we can embody a new, empowering perspective. Let's get into the session. Feel free to tap along with us. Enjoy. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this EFT tapping session. You came with some self-doubt about your career and leadership, and you want to tap on that for today. Could you please elaborate a little bit, please?
Sure, thanks. So I took a sabbatical in my business for about 6 to 8 months, and I relaunched my business last, I guess a month or two ago, and things were going well in some regards, that I was making money, but just not doing as much consulting as I wanted. Getting hired more for design projects and things like that, which is my older career. And basically I had a call with my parents where they confronted me and wanted to encourage me to get a job or get more experience in my field before I could really be successful as a business consultant. And that brought up a lot of my own fears and self-doubt, and I've been a little bit struggling to figure out my path since that call. So
Okay. All right. I'm curious then, what I hear the fear and the doubt. So are you feeling it right now in your body as you're thinking about this?
yeah, I can feel it in my chest and my throat. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what level of intensity would you give that tension in your chest and your throat? Could be two numbers from a scale of 0 to 10. 10 is the highest.
Probably like a 3 or 4.
Okay. And it's the same for the chest and the throat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's start there. All right. So tap on the side of the hand. And I'll ask you to just repeat after me. Change up the words if you feel like they don't resonate with you. Even though I feel this tension in my chest and throat,
I feel this tension in my chest and throat,
this fear and doubt about my direction,
this fear and doubt about my direction.
I'm not making as much money as I'd like,
I'm not making as much money as I'd like.
and my this call with my parents threw me off.
And this call with my parents threw me off.
I choose to love and accept myself.
I choose to love and accept myself.
Even though I'm feeling this fear and doubt in my chest and throat,
Even though I'm feeling this fear and doubt in my chest and throat,
I choose to love and accept myself anyway.
I choose to love and accept myself anyway.
Even though I have this fear and doubt in my chest and throat,
Even though I have this fear and doubt in my chest and throat,
I choose to have compassion for myself.
I choose to have compassion for myself.
All right, top of the head. This fear and doubt.
This fear and doubt.
Okay, eyebrow point. This fear and doubt after this call with my parents.
This fear and doubt after this call with my parents.
Side of the eye. I don't know what direction I'm supposed to take.
I don't know what direction I'm supposed to take.
Under the eye. I'm not making as much money as I'd like.
I'm not making as much money as I'd like.
Under the nose. I don't know if I should just go back to my old job.
I don't know if I should just go back to my old job.
On the chin. This doubt and fear in my chest.
This doubt and fear in my chest.
Collarbone. This doubt and fear in my chest and throat.
This doubt and fear in my chest and throat.
Under the arm. After this chat with my parents.
After this chat with my parents.
Okay, take a deep breath. Just check in with the tension in your chest and throat and see how it has shifted, if it has shifted at all. Let me know. Yeah? Okay, what number is it?
2.
Okay, great. For the chest and the throat?
Mhm.
All right, good. 3 or less is ideal for me. So wonderful. We're making progress. What came up for you in that round? If there are any thoughts or perhaps another emotion or a new physical sensation?
I mean, it feels edgy to be doing this in a public forum. um, I, yeah, there was a couple of wordings that you said that weren't quite accurate that felt a little bit off for me. So I was noticing that, but yeah, I felt the tension and I felt it shifting and I can still feel it in my chest. So,
Okay. So it's no longer in your throat?
It is, yeah.
It's still in your throat.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's a 2 for your throat and a 2 in your chest. Is that right?
It's sort of varying.
Okay. All right. So let's tap on that. I'm curious if there's more to that fear. So it sounds like the fear and the self-doubt were already there, and your parents kind of reflected it back to you.
Yeah.
I'm curious if we kind of pull on that a little bit more. What are you afraid of? If there were a fear behind this fear, what would it be?
Um, I think I just fear that I won't find my stride in my career and figure this out.
Okay. And if I may ask, what's the worst that could happen? If you really go towards that fear all the way to the end, even if it sounds ridiculous.
Um, the worst that could happen that I just don't amount to anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't, that I stay sort of at the same place or go backwards. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Even though
Even though
I still have this fear and doubt in my chest,
I still have this fear and doubt in my chest.
I'm afraid I'll never find my stride,
I'm afraid I'll never find my stride.
that I'll never amount to anything.
That I'll never amount to anything.
I choose to love and accept myself.
And choose to love and accept myself.
Even though I don't know if I'll ever find my stride,
Even though I don't know if I'll ever find my stride.
this fear and doubt in my chest and throat.
This fear and doubt in my chest and throat.
I'm not sure what to do.
I'm not sure what to do.
I love and accept myself anyway.
Love and accept myself anyway.
Even though I'm still feeling this fear and doubt,
Even though I'm still feeling this fear and doubt,
I don't want to stagnate
I don't want to stagnate
or go backwards.
and go backwards.
What if I never amount to anything?
What if I never amount to anything?
I love and accept myself anyway.
Love and accept myself anyway.
Top of the head. This fear and doubt.
This fear and doubt.
Eyebrow. Not sure if I'll find my stride.
Not sure if I'll find my stride.
Side of the eye. I don't know if I'll amount to anything.
I don't know if I'll amount to anything.
Under the eye. This fear and doubt in my chest and throat.
This fear and doubt in my chest and throat.
Under the nose. I don't know if I'll find my stride.
I don't know if I'll find my stride.
On the chin. I'm afraid of stagnating.
I'm afraid of stagnating.
Collarbone. I'm afraid I'll never amount to anything.
I'm afraid I won't ever amount to anything.
Under the arm. This fear and doubt.
This fear and doubt.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay, just tune back into the tension in the chest and the throat. How has that shifted, if it has? And see what came up for you.
Yeah, it like got more intense and then it feels lighter now.
Okay, great. What number is it right now?
Yeah, like a 2 or 3.
Okay, all right. So it kind of has it's a little bit higher, right? If it's a 2 before, now it's a 2, 3. Okay, all right, that can happen. And what came up for you?
Some emotion.
What emotion is it?
Probably fear.
Okay. Is it the same fear as before, or what came up?
Yeah, the same fear and sadness. Yeah.
Sadness, fear and sadness. Okay. Anything else?
Um, I I mean, I have some ideas of what I want to do, and that's sort of sitting at the periphery. So,
Okay. Would you be comfortable in sharing what that is? If not, that's okay.
um, yeah, I'm just basically it would be a new direction and totally new direction for me that um yeah, involving like a property and a retreat center basically. So just getting
Okay.
into that.
It's beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's tap on the fear and the sadness then. Even though there's this fear and sadness,
Even though there's this fear and sadness,
I've got this idea
I've got this idea
of a retreat center.
of a retreat center.
I want for it to be possible.
I want for it to be possible.
I love and accept myself.
Love and accept myself.
If this fear, I'm just asking you this before, if this fear and sadness had a color, what would it be?
Um, I don't know.
What's the first thing that comes to mind if you were to guess?
um, I'm, I'm a colorful person. I'm an artist, but I'm struggling to find color.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's just keep going. Even though there's this fear and sadness,
Even though there's this fear and sadness,
I've got some ideas about my direction.
I've got some ideas about my direction.
I want to create this retreat center.
I want to create this retreat center.
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even though there's this fear and sadness,
Even though there's this fear and sadness,
and I don't know what color it would be,
and I don't know what color it would be.
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Okay, top of the head. This fear and sadness,
This fear and sadness.
eyebrow. Got some idea of a direction.
Got some idea of a direction.
Side of the eye. This completely new direction.
It's a completely new direction.
Under the eye. Acknowledging this fear and sadness.
Acknowledging this fear and sadness.
Under the nose. Staying open to this new idea.
Staying open to this new idea.
Chin. This fear and sadness remaining in my throat and chest.
This fear and sadness remaining in my throat and chest.
Collarbone. Sitting with this new idea.
Sitting with this new idea.
This possible retreat center.
Possible retreat center.
Under the arm. Acknowledging and releasing any tension from my body.
Acknowledging and releasing any tension from my body.
Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, what came up for you?
I feel more calm. I'm not sure.
Good. Okay. How's the fear and the sadness?
Not as present.
Okay. What number is it? Just so we get an idea.
Like 1 or 2.
Okay. So it was a 3 before, 2, 3. Now it's 1 or 2. So it's going down. Great. Okay. And what else came up for you? Any new thoughts or a new emotion, a new physical sensation?
Yeah, I still feel some tension in my throat, but
Okay. Right. And if this tension in your throat could say something, what would it say?
I think it's something to do with wanting to be an artist and pursue my own path. Um, yeah, just feel like I'm um not entirely cut out for, or like it's just not as congruent or authentic to me, this other path. So
Okay. It just makes me think of how the throat chakra is linked to our power and our creativity and our truth. And so this is really important. I think the tension in your throat is giving you a message. This isn't aligning with who I really am. Does that resonate? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep tapping. Even though, yeah, let's just tap. Don't say any words, just tap. Yeah. Let yourself go if you feel comfortable. That's the stress releasing from your body. Top of the head. Just keep breathing deeply. Right here with you. Eyebrow point. Keep tapping. Side of the eye. The eye. Under the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Under the arm. Nice deep breath. What came up for you?
some relief.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, like I haven't been painting for a few months because I've been trying to launch my business, and um, I didn't want to put pressure on my art to make me money, and so I thought, well, I'll paint on the side while I run my business, but I haven't been painting at all, and um, yeah, I'm just like craving. I felt a sudden craving to get back into it, which I haven't felt in a while, so that feels really good.
Wonderful. Yeah. So how's that throat tension?
Um, like 2 maybe.
And how are you feeling about the business not being congruent with you and now this new revelation? Are you still feeling like there's some tension around doing this thing that's not quite aligning with you?
Um, I feel some relief because like it hasn't been feeling like I've been in the flow with it at all, and I've been struggling to figure it out.
Yeah.
And been trying to push to make it work, and just feeling like even with my content just like completely stuck, just not, when I do post, I get very few likes, and I'm just like not feeling like um yeah, I'm feeling confused and not clear at all about that direction. And so
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you turn towards the painting and leaning into that aspect, how does that feel?
yeah, it feels better, and I think the retreat center feels like a way to make money, um while in a more congruent way, while like having a space and time to work on my art. And um I think I still have a lot of question marks about like where it would be or what it would be like and all that, but it just feels clear.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
the is the retreat center, just to make sure I understand, a place where you'd be able to paint and make art as well
Yeah,
as something else, it sounds like?
yeah, I envision it being a place with like a creative retreat for people to come, and also have like hydrotherapy and healthy food, and
Oh,
like have
wow.
it a healing place, but like also a creative place. But like I'm still healing my own creative wounds. Like I still
Mm,
struggle with my own creative voice, and like trying to break through my perfectionism and stuff. So like
mm.
I'm working to heal that.
Even
And
though
so
mm,
it's
keep
just
going.
been like a push pull with my own creative process.
Mm, okay. Even though I still have wounds around my creativity,
Even though I still have wounds around my creativity.
and I'm wondering how I could make this retreat center possible.
And I'm wondering how I can make this retreat center possible.
I even want to say this is we often teach what we need to learn the most.
Yeah.
And so I just want to put that out there that our wounds can help us create what we want in life, and we can help people as we help ourselves. You definitely know enough to help people just one step behind you, a few steps behind you, you know.
Yeah. I also just serendipitously met a art therapist.
Oh, well,
At
wonderful.
the class. It was really lovely.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so even though I still have some wounds,
Even though I still have some wounds,
maybe I can create this retreat center.
maybe I can create this retreat center.
Maybe it'd be healing for everyone involved,
Maybe it would be healing for everyone involved,
including me.
including me.
Maybe I don't have to be perfect.
Maybe I don't have to be perfect.
Maybe I have something to offer to others already.
Maybe I have something to offer others already.
Even though a part of me has some doubts,
Even though a part of me has some doubts,
I choose to send love to this part of me.
and choose to send love to this part of me.
Even though I have this dream of creating this retreat center,
Even though I have this dream of creating this retreat center,
and deep down I know it'd be congruent with me.
and deep down I know it'd be congruent with me.
It'd be a place where I'd make art with others,
It would be a place where I'd make art with others.
and we could heal alongside each other.
We could heal alongside each other.
Top of the head. Staying open to this possibility.
Staying open to this possibility.
Eyebrow. Sending love to this part of me that has doubts.
Sending love to this part of me that has doubts.
Side of the eye. Thanking this part of me for keeping me safe.
Thanking this part of me for keeping me safe.
Under the eye. Maybe I do have something to offer.
Maybe I do have something to offer.
Under the nose. Maybe I don't have to be perfect.
Maybe I don't have to be perfect.
On the chin. Maybe I can help others.
Maybe I can help others
As I help myself.
as I help myself.
On the collarbone. What if I leaned into my joy?
What if I leaned into my joy?
Into this thing that's congruent with me?
Into this thing that's congruent with me?
Could money be a byproduct of my joy?
What's that, sorry?
Could money be a byproduct of my joy?
Maybe a byproduct of my joy.
Under the arm. I choose to stay open to this possibility.
Choose to stay open to this possibility.
I love, honor, and respect myself.
And love, honor, and respect myself.
All right, take a deep breath. All right. How are you feeling?
Good. Tender.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for leaning into your vulnerability and for showing up so bravely. How's the tension in your chest and throat?
Yeah, it feels better.
Okay. What number is it?
1.
Okay. Right. You came in with what number? Remind me again.
3 or 4, I think.
Okay, excellent. Good. And what are you going to walk away with? What's your biggest breakthrough?
Yeah, like I was just thinking of, like I didn't really expect all this to come up actually, and like around the art in particular, and um I think I feel curious to check out some art therapy programs or something like that maybe. And yeah, still just recognizing that there's more for me in that path, beyond just a hobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you got the confirmation from your body, especially that throat tension, that it's something that's essential to your soul. It's something that you need to thrive. And I think it's high time that you honor it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you so much for participating, for being my guest on my podcast. Thank you for being vulnerable with us and for doing this work as you lean into your creativity, what lights you up, and your joy. You're healing individually, but as also on a collective level. So thank you so much for doing this work.
Yeah,
All
really
right.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us in this EFT session. I hope it was valuable and insightful. Would you like some free support to help you ease anxiety about boundaries, people pleasing, or relationships? I'm offering 20 to 30-minute EFT tapping sessions, a $90 value to guests on my podcast. My intention is to support you, and by publicly sharing our session, I hope to educate and inspire my listeners. The audio and video will be published on my podcast and YouTube channel. You may use a pseudonym. Be my podcast guest and get a free personalized EFT session. The link is in the show notes. And if you want to work with me one-to-one to develop a success mindset and increase your income, impact, and fulfillment, learn more and book a free call at hushyourmind.com/coaching. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Hush Your Mind. Keep in touch with me by subscribing to my twice-a-month newsletter or following me on Insight Timer. And if you'd like some personalized support, book a free call at hushyourmind.com/coaching. The links are in the show notes. May you have the courage to love and accept yourself. Be well and take care.